Well, we are back to our normal event week schedule. Every Thursday, it seems like going forward, we're going to be getting a new event week and hopefully a new drip feed vehicle. This week, as you might have just seen there, the BF WEEVIL is actually the vehicle that they're drip feeding. Although this has been in the game since last week, because if you did, I think it was Kind Music's missions, then you actually got this for free. Although if you were like me and the game never gave you those missions, well then I guess you're out of luck and you have to buy the thing. You can get a trade price. We'll dive deeper into the vehicle after we get through all the Newswire stuff, because the Newswire stuff, there's not a whole bunch, honestly. So just sort of quickly running through that. They have 3 times GTA money in Motor Wars. Motor Wars is it's not great, but it's definitely one of the better adversary modes, so that could be pretty fun. You also get double money on smuggler missions. This is the hangar business. I know yesterday I talked about in that video that the hangar business is kind of the worst one. At least for money, it definitely is. Even with double money, it's not the best. But I will say, and I didn't mention this, the missions themselves are probably one of the better mission types that Rockstar have added to GTA Online. So if you have a lot of money and you want to spend it somewhere, you know, that's not the worst thing you could do, but just don't be expecting to make money. As for, I guess, some other stuff, you have 3 times money in air races. So for the 7 people who play air races, well, you get 3 times money if you win. And then the special bonuses this week, you get a cool t-shirt and a cool hat by simply logging in. At least you get the hat for logging in. The t-shirt here, it says you have to steal from a secondary target during the heist finale. So if you like collecting stuff, make sure you just get a secondary target and steal it, and boom, there you go. And then you get these if you still haven't gotten them yet, but most of these probably you've already completed just because they're so easy. The vehicle on the podium is the Paragon R. It's nothing crazy, so I wouldn't go out of your way to try and get it for free. And then the discounts. This shows you how terrible the vehicles are or were in this update. The Alkanust and the Annihilator Stealth are already discounted. This DLC came out like 3 weeks ago and they're already discounted because they suck. Even at these discounted prices, don't buy. The Valkyrie is 40% off. I don't think this has been discounted in like 3 years. So if you're looking to buy a solid heli, then that one's definitely one of the better ones. But much like most of the other helis, it blows up with 1 RPG, so it's not like it's, you know, that viable, I guess, in free roam. Hangars are 30% off, so that combined with the smuggler businesses being double money, you know, it's whatever. I think the best perk of the hangars, if you buy one of the 2 in Fort Zancudo, is the fact that you get access to Fort Zancudo without the military coming after you. That's probably single-handedly the best thing about the hangars, but they are 30% off. And then the rest of the discounts you can see here. Nothing crazy. As far as the event week, it's not that big a deal. And the prime stuff, you get that submarine sonar station for free still with 200k just for playing. And then again, the 2 new vehicles, the 2 new boats are already 35% off. Like, these things suck. So yeah, couldn't tell you. Now the WEEVIL, on the other hand, we're going to switch to some gameplay here. This thing I think comes in, it's like $860,000 regular if you complete Kind Music's missions, like if you wait for them to actually get like available to you. And reminder, I think Dave calls you every 8 hours of IRL time, so you do have to wait a decent amount of time to get all the missions. I believe there are 3 of them, but then you also have to worry about the other DJs giving you their missions. There's no way to like specifically choose the Kind Music ones, but if you complete there, you can say the trade price was like 600 something thousand. So it's nothing too crazy. It's definitely still a decent amount of money for the vehicle you're getting, because let's be honest, it's a compact vehicle and it's not something you're going to be using a whole lot in free roam. It's definitely one of those vehicles that you use, or you buy it, you put it in your garage, you customize it, and then that's kind of it. The customization's pretty solid, actually. We're going to sort of fast through. It's got a lot of customization. There was like 18 or so different bumper options, you know, for the front one. For the back, there was like 12 or so. Tons of customization options, tons of different options to make your vehicle unique. The liveries are actually some solid ones. I'm not going to say they're some of the best, but they are really solid. You have sort of 3 different styles. You have the racing liveries, you have the beat up, worn down rust liveries, and then you have the sort of hippie liveries. So you have a couple of different options there. I love the roof options too. The roof options are really cool. One other option you'll see in the gameplay when we start driving it around, the extra lights that you can put on the front actually work. So that's awesome. And they are powerful. Like, they will light up an entire freaking city block with whatever color lights you choose. As for everything else, though, I mean, you can maybe sort of see it in the sped up gameplay here. It's definitely up there with some of the Benny's vehicles, I would say. And I think with these sort of non-super and sport cars, you kind of have to have a lot of customization. So it is nice, obviously, Rockstar did that. And for $600K, if you get the trade price, that's not a terrible deal for a car you just stash in your garage. But ultimately, it is a compact, and when you do drive it around, I mean, you'd probably be expecting what most compacts are like. I mean, they're not that fast. They don't turn the best. I mean, I didn't dislike driving around. I drove this car around for like 20 or so minutes, and it wasn't terrible, but ultimately it's, you know, it's not the best that you could have. So that's just something you're going to want to obviously take into account before you do purchase this vehicle. So that is the BF Weevil. That is the event week. I guess it's maybe even a little buyer beware. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys make some money and have some fun this week. Nothing too crazy as far as the event week goes, but nothing terrible. I'd say it's a pretty solid one. Anyway, as always though, I will see you all in the next one.